The government is trying to attract top talent to BC. The high-tech sector has traditionally had a problem attracting another group of people into its workforce, women. But the computer science department at UBC is trying to change that. It's working on developing computer games that girls will like. It's all part of getting more girls interested in computers in general so that in the future they might pursue careers in information technology. Currently in computer science programs and in high-tech companies, only about 10 to 20% are women. Joining me now to talk more about this is the woman who started the UBC program, the Dean of Science, Dr. Maria Clave, and Paula Hunter, who's doing an internship at a software company. First, let's start with you, Paula. It's interesting that you're doing an internship at a software company, but your background, you don't have any computer background whatsoever, do you?
Zero.
You actually resisted computers before?
Well, my background, I graduated from the University of Victoria in Spanish. And computers have always sort of intimidated me, and I've tended to shy away from them, except for using them for word processing and writing reports and things like that for school.
Right, and why did they intimidate you?
Just not knowing about them, just the mystery behind the whole thing.
Right. Dr. Clave, do you find that's common, that a lot of girls or women are intimidated by computers, and perhaps that's one of the reasons why they're not in the field?
I think they start out not being so intimidated when they're small children and they're playing games, but as they get a bit older, the boys are much more interested in the computer games than the girls are, and the girls very quickly get the sense that they're not as good at using computers as boys are, and they're not nearly as interested in learning to program. By the time they get to university, most girls just say, I don't want to work with computers, I'm not good at computers, it's not for me.
Was that something you felt, that you weren't as good at computers perhaps as boys?
Perhaps a little bit, and it's true what Maria said. When I was actually in elementary school, I was very interested in computers, and I actually did a little bit of programming in BASIC way back in grade 3, grade 4.
Right.
And even during my high school, I was interested in math and science and things, but as soon as I entered university, I lost interest, and I sort of went the arts route.
Why this shift then? Why do girls start out being interested and then change over?
Well, I think part of it is the way computer games are designed. Most of the computer and video games that are popular today have lots of violence, they have lots of boy themes, rescuing the princess, fighting and so on, or sports, and they're just not as attractive to girls. So one of the things we'd like to find out is what does make a computer game attractive to girls?
What does?
Well, we found actually lots of things. One of them is they like it to be collaborative, they like it to be creative, they like to be able to communicate with the characters and personalize it. They like to solve problems, and they like to think they're doing something that's worthwhile. They're much more interested in, say, trying to save the world than they are in trying to blow up the bad guys.
Right, and that's a good thing.
That's a good thing, too. Yeah.
Are you surprised, Paula, that you're actually enjoying working for a software company?
Well, when I started the program, I definitely came in with a very open mind, but you would have asked me a year ago if I'd be living in Vancouver working at a software company. Definitely would have said no way.
Is it different from what you expected it to be? Did you have a different perception of what it might be like to work in a high-tech
Much
industry?
different. The company that I'm working for right now is very friendly, full of young people. We're not working in the classic Dilbert cubicles, as you know, that's the stereotype that I had before. The space is very open, lots of communication, lots of teamwork going on. Just a really relaxed atmosphere.
Why does it concern you so much, Dr. Clave, that there aren't more women? Can't we just say, oh, they're not interested, let's just leave it at that, they'll go into other fields?
I think there are three reasons that concern me. The first one is there's a huge demand for highly skilled people in information technology. We can't afford to lose half of our population as potential highly skilled people. The second one is these are fabulous careers. They are creative, they pay well, you can work anywhere in the world.
So women are missing out.
Women are missing out on these wonderful opportunities. And the third one is women bring some really important skills to the workplace in terms of people skills, communication skills, having broad sets of interests. And I'd really like to see more people with those kinds of skills and priorities be in the information technology industry. So it's those three reasons. We need them, they should have the opportunity, and they're going to contribute wonderful things.
Now, currently, there's only about 10 to 20% women in the computer field and in computer science programs. Is that correct?
In most of the traditional undergraduate computer science programs, the percentage of students who are women is between 10 and 20%. But the program that Paula is in, Alternate Routes to Computing, has 70% of its students are women.
Wow. So a huge, obviously they are interested. They just have to be reached, I guess.
They have to be reached. We have to provide a vehicle that will allow students who perhaps have a different background and never learned to program with a way that they could make that transition, even if they're already 40 years old or 25 years old or even 60 years old, so they could do that. And that's what ARC does.
So very quickly, is there discrimination? Is there sort of an old boys network in the computer field?
I really don't think that there's much discrimination. It's just that we're not getting women to come into these programs.
Okay, well, thank you, Dr. Clark and Paula, for coming in and talking with us.
Thank you.
Thanks.